Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Bava, and we're doing an M14 Swiss draft. And we opened up a, was that a foil? She looks foil. We opened up a pretty Chandra Pyromancer, and I don't know that I want to be in red, but I do want to take Chandra, so we'll pick her regardless, but I don't know if we're going to bottleneck ourselves into red off of Chandra. She's a little tough in the limited environment, though she can get you some card advantage, which can be nice. What do we have going around? There's an Opportunity, Sea Kite, Blood Baron, Child of Night, Root Walla, some blue stuff and some black stuff to keep an eye out for. So we're in red. Probably going to take that Fire Shrieker. I'd first pick a Fire Shrieker at this point because it's good in every deck that I can think of. And it doesn't quite limit us in colors. There's the Active Treason going by. It's nice to pick those up, but let's keep an eye out. We're going to take the Fire Shrieker. Active Treason. Charging Griffin's pretty good for the Flyers deck. Baloth is pretty good. Alright. Let's keep an eye out, see what comes back around. Shiv's Embrace, nice for a red deck. Mark of the Vampire, good for red. Black. Pacifism, good for red-white. And maybe we can just take all the good red cards? We can send that Active Treason around right after that Blood Baron, so it's quite possible someone's going to start taking red for sacrifice effects. Pacifism's the better card here, or it's a nice, nice bit of removal. We'll take the Shiv's Embrace, stay in red right now. We'll see what seems open a little bit later. If white seems open, we could go that direction pretty easily. Okay. What does Chandra want to do? Damage, exile, play it. Copy it 3 times. Lava Axe is probably gonna wheel. Canyon Minotaur is totally a decent guy. I bet we can get that Lava Axe at this point. So we'll take the Minotaur. We need to get some creatures after all. We can take a billion Minotaurs, I suppose. It all depends. I mean, Canyon Minotaur is not amazing, but he's totally fine. Alright, so we're still seeing stuff like Charging Griffins and white cards going around. So we could very well end up in red-white. I love Howl of the Night back, but we're not playing that green deck this time. So that's not going to be us. Goblin Shortcutter, I probably like a little bit more than the 6-drop. There's a Capatian Knight, though. And there's a Warden of Evos Isle. Which are both good. Pretty happy with red at the moment, even over those guys, and just trying to be a really aggressive deck in red with Fire Shrieker and Shiv's Embrace. And we could use more creatures. Angelic Accord we could take just in case we get that deck together. Seismic Stomp. I bet we'll see another one. We probably don't need to take it now if there's anything we want more. Steel Form Sliver. could be decent if we ended up in white, and probably better than trying to put the Angelic Accord deck together. That could be funny. Red has some of the better slivers in it, so we'll grab white. We could be red-white slivers. Flame Magus or Cyclops Tyrant here. If we were going to be like mono red, that might be good. This guy being unblockable could help in a late game board state. See, but we're curving out really low here. Staff of the Flame Magus just doesn't really seem like we want to do what we want to do. So we'll take the Tyrant. I'm not super excited about him. Blood Baron came around. That's weird. Or there's Lightning Talons. Lightning Talons is pretty sweet, actually. Though it does let us get 2 for 1. It's more on target. We don't have any... The active trees didn't come around. Just because Blood Baron came around doesn't mean that someone's not in black. Red seems pretty open, maybe because we're taking it. Yeah, we'll take the ingot. It's a nice bit of fixing. Take the Show of Valors. Lava Axe did wheel. Siege Mastodon is playable. And I like where we're looking on the first pack here so far. White's still iffy. The pacifism obviously didn't come back around. And I would like to see some more red removal in case we ever got Chandra up to ultimate. Obviously playing 3 copies, copy it 3 times, playing 4 copies of Lava Axe is pretty much game. Alright. Looking pretty good with some red-white stuff. Tidebinder Mage. Alright. Some good green cards. That Tusker's good. There's another Canyon Minotaur, which we could just have a billion Canyon Minotaurs. Firecat might be better for us, though, at this point. I don't see anything particularly in white. Charging Griffin, of course, is great. I'm still not sure we're going to have to be in white. The Firecat's good enough. I don't feel too bad. Not going one way or t'other. Someone is going to make this Angelic Accord deck. We have a Marauding Maulhorn, who's awesome. There's another Blood Baron, Minotaur, blah blah blah, etc. Maulhorn's pretty much the easy pick here, and we'll just keep taking red cards, and maybe we'll get to be mono red. My last draft I got to be mono black. It was nice to have a very consistent mana base. And I'm finding in M14 that if you sometimes lay stake to a color, you can go mono with a pretty consistent good deck. We'll see if we do that here. I'm going to be more open to splashing white, I think, at this point. Or we could possibly even splash another color. There's nothing here in white that necessarily means that's where we have to be. Show of Valor and Fortifier, both pretty nice actually, but who knows? And copying Fortify 4 times would be pretty sweet too. Even Show of Valor 4 times. That's assuming we ever get Chandra to ultimate, which is probably unlikely. A Doomblade, my goodness. Sentinel Sliver for white, a Cursed Spirit for black. They'll pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, so this hasn't gone through too many hands, but there's a Doomblade. For God's sakes. I think I just take it. Nothing in red we love. Sentinel Sliver would be the other option. And that could be fine. But I don't see us needing slivers at the moment. Goblin Diplomats are pretty sweet. Dragon Hatchling. Much better in the mono red deck than in anything else. But I think the Diplomats is pretty solid here. Makes tough choices. Red or red deal damage to deals. Res instant or sorcery or a red planeswalker. Man, that'd be kind of fun actually in this deck. Is there anything else in here? There's Hive Stirrings. Oh, but there's Pitchburn Devils. I love Pitchburn Devils. Alright, so that could actually fit in our deck okay. We don't have much burn though, so that's why I'm kind of ignoring it. It would be fun, it would be gimmicky, but it's just, it's cute more than it is effective. Pitchburn Devils are effective. There's another Lava Axe, which I'll grab. This is the deck where I want Lava Axes. There's another Marauding Mulehorn. Thank you, sir. Let's look at this without any colors. Like that. Let's look at mono red right now. A Quarter Shield. A Quarter Shield could go well in this deck. It's either that or another Lava Axe. Probably 2 Lava Axes is all we want. We'll grab the shield for now. Brindle Boar. Ground Shaker Sliver. And let's just take away this Brindle Boar from somebody. Do we need Smelt for the sideboard or take away Sensory Deprivation from somebody? I want the Smelt, mainly because someone could get that stupid deck going. Demolish could come in for the same reason. We're not going to run 2 Cyclops Tyrants. So there's a Seismic Stomp or a Dragon Hatchling. Dragon Hatchling is pretty good in this deck. I still think we're going to have a chance to get a Seismic Stomping later. Even. We will take that Ranger's Guile. Look. There's our Seismic Stomp, which we may or may not run, depending on what we see in Pack 3. Mono Red's looking pretty good, which is nice because we've got a lot of double red right there. Right, we're sitting on 10 creatures. We can certainly use some more. Shadowborn Demon. That guy's pretty darn good. And maybe we'll just take him. Could splash black with the Darksteel Ingot and the Doom Blade. It could be worth it for this guy. So he is double black, which just pisses me off. But I think we just grab him anyway at this point. We'll keep him over here next to that Doomblade. Oop. You guys can hang out together. Barrage of Expendables. We're not really that deck. We're much more Chandra's Outrage right here. And it's nice to get a little bit more removal at this point. Oh my goodness, there's like no red here. Thunderstrike could be good. We'll grab it. It's a perfectly decent combat trick. Wild Guess, a little card draw for us. Active Treason. Man, there's a lot of Active Treason. Someone's got that deck going, don't they? Molten Birth. Alright, our 3-drops are looking pretty open. I don't love Active Treason. I never love Active Treason. I don't think I love Active Treason now. Molten Birth can be perfectly solid. Another Pitchburn Devils can be perfectly solid too. Happy to have them on board. Alright. It's looking pretty nice, looking a little heavy. With the Demon and the Chandra, though, we already got pretty good value out of this draft. I'm not feeling too bad about it. But let's see what we can do with our little red deck wins. Pretty stoked. 2 good enchantments and a Fire Shrieker. There's the Battle Sliver. So you have 5/3 for 5. Take the Battle Sliver. Take the Striking Sliver. Man, I feel like First Strike's going to be a little bit better than a 5/3/5. Hate the Blightcaster from somebody. Still a little late to get a Blightcaster at this point. Now, Blur Sliver. Another Darksteel Ingot. It can help if we want to splash, but Blur Sliver can certainly help if we want haste. Hasty 3-drop's pretty good, right? I don't think we're splashing necessarily. Alright, let's take the Blur Sliver then. Sliver Construct, Wild Guess, or Active Treason. All the slivers coming around now. I wonder if that other red sliver is going to wheel. Oh. Let's always hate the blue mage. Let me get a wild guess there. Get rid of that wall. More artifact hate and a land. Alright. So we got a sweet Shadowborn Demon. We're not splashing it. We're playing mono red. We could certainly play that Seismic Stomp. But probably it's a sideboard option. Because if we play flyers, Seismic Stomp sucks. But if we're getting clogged on the ground, it's a good option. So I think a Quarter Shield comes out. 15 creatures. Shortcutter, Diplomats, Hatchling. Active Treason will be sideboard tech, Blur Sliver, Lightning Talons, Firecat, Molten Birth. Man, he's just a 2/2. Not super exciting. At least these guys give themselves haste. Minotaurs. 3/4 for 6. Alright, man. 10 other. We're a little creature light, aren't we? Kinda sucks. Man, if only we didn't need to get double black. It's just too hard to splash. Not splashing white. Okay, so it seems like a good 17 lander. Thunder Strike's a pretty good trick. That counts as a creature, so that's 14 creatures. Alright, it seems pretty good. Let us try this. 17 mountains, and here we go. Mono red is going to take the day. Alright, so I'm Bava, and I'm getting ready to start an M14 Swiss draft. And here's my deck. And I will see you guys. Wow. There we go. I'll see you guys in round 1.